What up, world? It is your boy Big Seven, and I am back with another one. I hope everybody's out there still doing the shadow work, cleaning up their life, getting things together, becoming who they are trying to become, loving on themselves, loving others the correct way, doing what they need to do so their life runs the correct way. Um, I know it's been a minute, guys, and I take a while sometimes to get on here because, just going through the motions and going through the everyday life and trying to, live like everybody else. And sometimes it's just, you know, the days just don't have enough in them, hours in them for me to get on here. I'm doing so much and trying to take care of some little men, and that's it. So whenever I can come on here, I try to do that. But I am so thankful for everybody who's been rocking with me, who's been coming on the channel and eating this stuff up. Thank you. You guys are the reason I do this. You guys are the reason why I keep on going and trucking. God's chosen. You know who you are. We continue to rock together. We continue to push forward together. Right now, your inner knowing is on 1,000. So be thankful for what God is doing in your life right now and continue to elevate. How you elevate is by continuing to do the right things, by continuing to drop off all of those things that aren't correct in your life, by still being stand up while everybody's still being toxic. Continue to live your life the correct way, and you'll start to see the blessings that you thought were never possible or never, that you thought you would never see. So thank you guys once again. Go on the channel, like, comment, subscribe on the videos that you do watch. It helps the algorithm on here, and it helps me grow. Anybody that needs help that you think that I can help, send to the channel. Tell them to like, comment, and subscribe. Subscribe to the channel, trying to grow my channel. I want to get to 2,000, not 1,000, 2,000 soon, as soon as possible. So whoever you can send them. I'm just trying to grow as big as I can. I'm trying to get past that as well. But right now, my focus is getting there right now. So very thankful for those. I'm going to leave my Cash App in the description. And anybody who wants to donate to the channel can. Whatever's on your heart, I appreciate it. So without further ado, let's get to it. Guys, if you are a person who is in the stage of cutting off all toxicity, all problematic friendships, relationships, situationships, anything that brings any type of toxic or drama-filled situations into your life, things are going exceptionally well for you right now. If you are in those stages right now of doing the shadow work, continuing to elevate, continuing to cut off those things that do not fit into your life about yourself, you are in a stage of elevation right now. And the thing about you elevating right now is the people that are stuck being toxic, the people that tried to come up against you with toxicity, that aren't looking to change, that are still trying to come up against you and others with the same type of energy. Those people are falling to the ground. They're hitting the floor harder than an egg on a Sunday morning. Trust me. Nothing good is happening, and nothing is going well in these people's lives that have come against you for practically no reason. All they have is drama-filled friendships, drama-filled relationships, argumentative family ships. Everybody's arguing, everybody's going at it because karma's no joke. They didn't know that things would hit them like they're hitting now. If you're at this stage, you love this stage. This stage is amazing. You feel like there's nothing that you cannot do. God has put the energy inside of you that you can conquer the world. Right now, you feel like whatever you touch turns to gold. So, guys, continue to elevate. Ride that wave. Ride that feeling. Ride your blessings on until wherever you're trying to go. And it won't stop. It won't stop until you stop it. You have the power to change whatever's going on in your life right now as far as you being blessed. You want to continue to be blessed. You got to continue to do the work. Continue to work on yourself. Drop off that attitude. Drop off that negativity. Anybody in your life that can't get with the program, that doesn't want to love themselves or love you the correct way, drop them off. Anybody with a woe it's me attitude. Anybody who's always trying to act like something's wrong going on in their life and they don't want to fix things about themselves, cut them off. That stuff will rub off onto you. So any toxicity, cut it off. You're at this stage where you're living a beautiful life. And those people in the past cannot stand it. Because the more you elevate, the more they remember what they did to you for practically no reason. The more you start showing that loving side, the more you show of that loving side of yourself, the more they remember they didn't do nothing loving in your life. They didn't bring you nothing but issues and drama, a conflict for no reason. And now they're seeing what they're stuck with. See, they don't want to change because change would bring about ripping themselves away from who they are right now. Tearing themselves all the way down and becoming a fully different individual. That's what it would take for them to get to your level. They don't want to change that because they have told so many lies. They have lied to themselves so much. They have still kept the same energy and attitude. And they don't plan on changing. They don't think they need to change. Even though when they look back, they see all of the stuff that they did that didn't bear any fruit. It didn't bring about nothing into their lives. They didn't elevate. They didn't gain no house or no car off of hating off of what you have, off of hating off of what you do, off of hating the way you love them. See, they hated the way you loved. They hated the way that you supported them. Because they didn't have that in themselves to do. They never done it. And they've never given the effort. So all they can do is hate on it because they never given the effort to try to do it. They were emotionally unavailable, unstable emotionally. Didn't know how to show emotions the correct way. Didn't know how to love you. Didn't know how to just simply come to you, hug you, and tell you they loved you. But trust me, they loved you. They just were so used to getting their ways by using that energy. But now they're lost because they thought they were going to get their way with you. They see the whole time y'all were together or you were friends with this person, they thought that you were gonna do just like the others. You were just gonna allow them to win. See, they don't know nothing but winning. They don't know nothing but being able to do what they want to do, coming into someone's life and being able to conquer and control the whole situation. They don't know what to do right now because they don't get to control you no more. They felt like they were controlling you when they were with you, but they never could actually gain full control with you because every time they tried to do what they wanted to do, you figured them out or you stopped them in their tracks. You told them how you wanted things. You were trying to let them know, hey, I'll be here if you could do what you need to do. They took that as, oh, he or she gonna be there regardless. That's how they took things. You kept trying to teach them how to be here, love you, how to be in your life. They took it as a joke. They're lost. They don't know what to do right now because they took everything that you came with as a joke. They came against you for trying to love them. They took you to court. They cheated. They lied. They thought this stuff was going to conquer you because in the past, it's conquered everybody. See, they haven't given up anybody that they were with. They're still messing with probably every ex that they got or every friend, toxic friend that they have. They still are holding on to those things. See, they love toxicity. They thought it was the way of life, the way of living. When they seen you, that you didn't have to get nothing that you got off of toxicity, they thought it was amazing. But they were jealous of you because they thought you were better than everybody. They thought they needed to tame you. See, they still feel that way. But now they're starting to see that none of the stuff that they did worked, and none of the things that they're doing right now to try to come back into your life is working. Because you gave them so many chances. See, when you were giving them chances, they thought you were gullible. They thought they were conquering you. They thought they were controlling who you were. They didn't know you were going to walk away and never come back. They didn't know that those were chances you were giving them. They thought they were just conquering you. Every time you told them you were walking away, they were making it look like you needed them. Or making it look like you did something wrong to them, so you need to come back and apologize to them. That was a manipulation tactic to get into your head to make you feel like you need to try to gain their respect, to gain their love. Manipulation tactics. People use those to try to conquer the situation. Rather than work with a person, they try to conquer a person. They never could conquer you. They're lost. This is the stage where they are defeated. They don't know what to do. They need you in every way. They really want to come back because financially, they have no creativeness to even make it work financially. To build a financial state that can go on, that can continue to work. The creativeness only works temporarily because they're not thinking of things that could stretch, that could work for a period of time. They're thinking of things that can work for the moment. Their creativeness is cut off because all of their creativeness comes from toxicity. When your creativeness comes from toxicity, it doesn't last. They need you because your creativeness lasts. Whatever you think, you manifest. Whatever you want, you go and get. They're starting to see that. See, back in the day, they wanted to make believe and tell people that it was them doing everything. You didn't do nothing. They lied to people. You was a nobody. They cook, they clean, they do all of the work. Had dishes stacked up to the ceiling in their house. Clothes piled up everywhere around their house. But leave it to them. They were telling people they cook, they clean, they do everything. Soon as you came over, you helped clean the house. You got everything together. You was in there telling your kids, hey, do this, clean up, just do this. Because you was the one that had to get things going. Because you got that leader mindset. They don't. They don't know how to lead their household. They don't take care of nothing, right? You are the brains of the situation. You came in and got everything on point. They need that right now. Because they don't do that. But when you were doing it, they got behind it and took the credit. When anybody did stuff for them, they got behind it, took the credit for it. They even took your credit and gave it to someone else so you would feel bad because they were trying to conquer you by doing that. See, they don't want to work with nobody. They want to conquer people. And they have multiple people because they know they're not a good person. They know that each person is going to fall out with them. So they keep multiple people around. That's why you're never the only one. Because they know people ain't going to stick to that bull crap that they giving out. So they keep multiple people in the background and they hide it from you. They make their life look like they really doing the right things. Try to hide stuff from you. But they couldn't hide stuff from you because you kept catching on. You ask questions. See, that's when they act like they being harassed. When they can't answer your question. Oh, I'm being harassed. Now they're being harassed because they can't answer the correct way. They can't tell you the truth of what they're really doing. So instead of answering, notice if you go back if you have any text messages with them from years, you will see in those text messages there was never an answer. Never an answer. They went around in a circle and pretended it was you going in the circle. And it was really them. You asking a question and they go ring around the rosies the whole time and then act like you bothering them so they didn't have to answer. Now they're, why are you bothering me? Why are you here? So they don't have to answer. That's a tactic to not answer your question. Act like you're coming at them in the wrong way. Pretend like you're doing something to them so they don't have to answer your questions. They never answer the question. And now they're seeing it. Never took accountability for what they did. They always found something wrong that you did and made it the focal point of the conversation so you feel bad. Never actually came at you with true love. Just used you for sexual relations. Acted like you were a side person. And they had you as a side person. They picked out of the people that they had behind the scenes who they wanted to treat like a main person. And that was usually the person that they felt had it at that point in time. Oh, they got the best odds to take care of me. So I'm gonna treat them like a main person. But they didn't really treat them that much better. It wasn't that much better. They probably claimed them a little more or acted like they were the boyfriend or the girlfriend a little more. There was no love shown though. Only when they wanted to get something out of them. Now they stuck. Because they still in the same spot. Because they didn't do no work on themselves. They're not doing work on themselves. Trust me, if they were doing work on themselves, they would have came back to you. See, when you're doing work on yourselves, you don't want to leave anything left undone. When you start to correct and order your steps, you go back and you clean up messes that you made. You go back, apologize to this person. You clean up the friendship with this person. You don't leave anything undone. That's how you know that they're not fixing their life. They're still out here pretending, trying to act like they did nothing wrong, playing the victim. Because they still have yet to come back to you and take accountability for what they did to you. But yet they're in the background regretting. How do you live in a state of regret if you swore you did nothing? There's nothing to regret if you're telling people and you're telling yourself that you did nothing, but yet you're in a state of regret. They're in a state of regret because they know what they did. They just don't want to admit to it. So now they got to keep sitting in that darkness when they go to bed at night, feeling hurt, feeling sad, crying at night, or want to cry, have that feeling of crying because they don't have nothing good in their life going on. Every time you see them, they ain't with nobody. They ain't happy. They ain't nothing. Because they in that state of regret. There's nothing going on in their life. But to you, they want to make it look like they are. They doing a whole bunch of stuff. They still lying to themselves in the outside world. You don't leave things undone when you elevating. You want to make sure everything is good so you can elevate all the way to the top without anything in the way, without no regret, without no mess in your head. See, to elevate, you got to clear your whole brain. You can't have anything in your mind. The way I got to this stage, I try to tell people, the way you get to where I'm at, where you don't care about no drama, and anybody who causing it can be clipped at any moment. When you get to that stage, you have to clean up everything. You don't take any unwanted drama with you. So you go back and clean up every mess. Anything that can come back up, you're cleaning it up. And anybody who's bringing the mess, you cutting off. And they can get it whenever. When you get to this stage, and when you stuck in a toxicity stage, where your brain is on stuff that ain't elevating you, when you gotta have somebody around you, oh, I gotta have this person around me. Why? They ain't doing nothing for you. But yet you gotta have this person around you. When you're at that stage, that's because you're still in regret. You're still trying to run from the stuff that you did. That's what stage you stuck in. They stuck in that stage. Because they still trying to run from the stuff that they did. They still telling themselves that, hey, I didn't do nothing. Still playing the victim. They can't get to my stage until they admit to themselves and go and try to gain clarity, not only for themselves, but give clarity so not only you can move on, but they can move on. You gonna move on regardless because there's nothing that you did but try to help them. They can't move on because they still playing victim and lying to themselves. And as long as they play victim and lie to themselves, they stay stuck in that stage because they still have yet to clean up anything that they did. And now they're adding on lies after lies after lies, which is adding on more karma because people don't believe them. Because they see you elevating. How is it believable when a person is watching your elevation and they still lying on you? Oh, this person did this to me. This person did that to you. Well, why is he so loving? And why is she so loving when I come around? I love Seven. Seven be doing sermons and stuff on YouTube. Seven and helped me change when I met him, he was so loving. Oh, Jessica or Lolly, doing all of her, progressions, going through talking to people, loving on people, helping people. And Haley, oh, they so great. She's so great. She a wonderful boss. Behind their back, though, you still got that person swearing you did something to them. Swearing. Because they could not kill you. They could not crack you. They wanted to destroy you to the point where you destroyed yourself. And it did not work. They are wondering, how are you still elevating? See, they didn't know how strong you were when you came into this. You had told them, I'm at a stage where I'm going to keep elevating. I'm not all the way there yet. When you met them, you was like, I'm not all the way where I need to be at. But nothing is going to kill my focus. So if you come in to kill my focus, don't. Because you're going to kill yourself. You're going to self-destruct. They took that as a challenge. That was a challenge to them. Now look at them, guys. You told them. You told them at the beginning, if you want to come along for the ride, come on. I'm not where I need to be at, but I'm going to get there. So if you want to come with me for the ride, and you want to work with me in the correct way, we can elevate as high as we're going to elevate. And God is going to take us there, wherever we need to go. But you got to hop on this wagon, and we got to both be on point and on the same level, on one accord. If you over here and I'm over here, it's not going to work. If you over there and I'm over there, it's not going to work. If your brain is over there and my brain is over here, it's not going to work. We got to be here with it. If you not going to do that, you're going to be in the way, and I'm going to bulldoze you. Simple as 1, 2, and 3. They took that as a challenge. Now they sitting in the background with the person that they challenged you with no ideas, no creativeness, no love to give out, nothing to show for what they did. They want to return to you because they want to hop back on the bandwagon after seeing they cannot beat you. I remember this one thing that Artest, and the basketball player Artest said. He said, I used to fight with Kobe. I used to hate Kobe. He said, but I realized one thing. He was like, the boy good. He bad. He said, I couldn't beat him. He said, and when I realized that, I said, join him. If I want what he looking for, join him. See, they didn't want to do that, though. Because deep down in their brain, their twisted brain, they thought they could beat God. They thought they can compete with the Most High. They were sitting looking at you, knowing you sat right next to God like this. And they were sitting there like challenge is on. Teamed up with the devil, knowing that the devil has to answer to God. How can I team up with somebody knowing that they got to answer to the person that I'm going up against? Makes no sense. But to them, they thought it made perfect sense because of all of the false promises that the devil kept giving out. He kept telling them, oh, I got you. You do this, just push a little forward. All behind the scenes, he was asking God, what can he do? Can I go this far? Can I go that far? Can I go over here? Can I go over there? While he telling you that he going to get this and he going to get that. And he rule the world and he do this. How you rule a world that you didn't create? You false. And they act just like him. That's why they so connected to the devil. Because they just like him. They trying to rule stuff that they didn't create, that don't belong to them. They keep trying to conquer you. You don't belong to them. They keep trying to act like, oh, you deserve this little piece over here. You deserve this little piece over here. How you going to tell me what I deserve? How you going to tell me how much love I can get? How you going to tell me how much support I can get? You don't own me. But that's what they was doing. Breadcrumbing you. Sitting in the background acting like it was funny. See, it was funny. They was in the background laughing at you with family and friends. Oh, I got this person. They under my arm. I tell them what to do. I control the relationship. I'm pulling the strings. And the whole time you kept looking at them like, did they know that I can see them? You saw right through them, and they didn't even know it. The whole time you were sitting there only to watch them self-destruct. Now they fully destruct. Now they fully in that stage of I'm finished. Because all of they messes in one pile right in front of them. They don't know how to fix it. The only thing they are attracting is people like them. People who come with a lovely looking lie. People who come with a complex. People who think that they running everything. That's who they're attracting. The people who think that they are something just by existing. No type of effort, no type of support, no nothing. Just exist and I am everything. That's what they're attracting. And they keep saying you elevating and you ain't like that at all. They don't understand it. They've been like this their whole life because they probably had parents that were like that, or they were probably raised by a parent that was like that, or a figure, someone that had to raise them that wasn't their biological mother or father. And that person raised them just like that, because that person's just like that. They don't want to get help, but they know that they're wrong. Getting help means the end of that mask. They don't want to destroy the mask. They want to keep the mask on. The pretending. They want to keep pretending. They want to keep lying. They want to keep acting like they're the victim. They want to keep doing the wrong things. Going to church and leading people into destruction. Because they the head of that department. Leading departments while they're evil in the background. You can't be. This is why I key on the church so much, because it's taken so many souls. So many souls. You cannot appoint everybody. And there's all these churches just appoint people. You a deacon, you a deacon, you a deacon. You can't appoint everybody. Everybody's not a deacon. Everybody can't lead music. Everybody can't be an assistant pastor. I'm sorry. It don't work like that. God didn't appoint everybody. Let God do the appointing. When God comes to you and he says, hey, I need you to do this. This is when you're that. You don't get to go to a church and become an assistant pastor. You're not that. I'm sorry. You don't get to come to the church and be a deacon. This is why the church is destroyed right now. This is why I said live in here and not in the church. Because they sitting here appointing people who are leading people straight to hell. You are the church. Go get God for yourself. It's like when you came into this world. Who did you come into this world with? Nobody. You was naked and you were by yourself. You were clueless. Now that you're clueless again, go and find out who your father is. By yourself. You don't need a pastor. You don't need a deacon. You don't need none of that crap. All that stuff is just keeping you in the confines of where they want you. Oh, I gotta serve God this way. Oh, I gotta serve God this way. Oh, I gotta serve God this way. No, you ain't gotta serve God, but the way God wants you to serve him. And that's directly. Over here going to a church where I gotta be appointed, and then a pastor go up in the front and he talk like, oh, if you leave the church, oh, you doing wrong, or you doing this. You ain't doing wrong by going to get your father for yourself. Why are you wrong for wanting to go and see your father for himself? That's like me having to go through a bunch of bodyguards to go talk to my dad. Why should I have to do that? Who are you to me to tell me that I can't go to my Lord and Savior to talk to him? Because I don't go to your church. And everybody in there narcissistic. Toe up. Because they think they're all leaders. Everybody's not a leader. Everybody is not a leader. I'm sorry. But this is why they are toe up right now, the people that came up against you, because they think they're leaders. They're going in the brain because they all think they're leaders. Everybody think they're leading something. That's why they keep trying to conquer you. Because they went to church and the church is telling them, oh, you don't have to change. Just get baptized and everything will be all right. People that didn't got baptized still doing the same stuff. Still doing the same stuff. Where did it lead you to? You're supposed to be a born again Christian. But where you at? You still out here smoking. You still out here doing crack. You still out here homosexual. Where did it lead you? Where did you get to? Because you got to be under someone's leadership. You got to be under someone's leadership, huh? To connect with God, you got to be under some. Who said that? But then they contradict themselves and they say, oh, you're going to leave out of this world alone, or you're going to do this and alone. Well, why are you contradicting me and acting like I got to be connected to your church to get God? If you're telling me everything that I'm doing, I got to get for myself. So that means I can go get it for myself. Why do I keep telling people that there's more Christians or people connected to God than in the church on the outside? Because they know that they don't need to be under someone's leadership to connect with God. Just being honest. When I left the church, why am I elevating? Why do I elevate more outside the church? Why am I more abundant? Why am I more loving? Why do I feel free? Why do I feel better being outside? Why is my life elevating being outside? Because you want my life 24/7. Bible study, choir, this, that, this. We're going to make up something just so you can go to church again. We're going to make up this on this day. We're going to make up this on this day. Trying to take your whole life. There ain't too many hours in a day. There ain't that many hours in a day for you to do that. Taking all of your money while they do it. Just saying. I'm just saying. But yeah, don't listen to me. I'm wrong. Don't listen to me. I'm wrong. But don't listen to me. But look who you connected to. They so holy. But at home, oh, woe it's me. Arguments every day. Cheating on you. Catching catching STDs, taking you to court for what? Trying to win for what? What is there to win? You didn't do nothing to them. Lies. Telling people you a bad person. Trying to ruin your character. Behind your back. To acting like you chasing them while they're still trying to stay connected to you. Make it make sense. But you a leader in the church, though. You are a leader in the church. Make this make sense. You are a leader in the church. And you're doing all of this behind the scenes. Singing in the choir like you singing to God when you singing to the devil. But now they stuck, guys. They in a state of turmoil. Because they trying to find you. They want to get back to you. They trying to get back to you. Because you hold the keys. You hold the keys. See, they thought they was driving the car. But they was wondering why they was just sitting in the driver's seat with nothing. They couldn't move because there was no keys. You held the keys. You still hold the keys. That's why they still in the passenger seat trying to lead something. They're a passenger seat driver. That's what they are. Thinking they leading something. Whole time you was driving and steering the car in the right direction. And they kept thinking they was going where they wanted to go. Whole time you was just... They had that fake steering wheel in the passenger seat there. They ain't got no keys. Now, they driving their own imaginary car. Because they don't even have a car no more. Now it's just imaginary thoughts. Pretending that everything that they think of and say and victimize and whatever is true. They think of stuff just to lie on you now. Now they just tell lies on you. Oh, they were never good. They were never... And the whole time they like so in love with you. They're obsessed. Because there was no reason. See, you become obsessed when you know there was no reason to do this stuff. And that person that you are trying to play victim against, or victimize, should I say, was really good to you. You become obsessed. Because you continue to remember how good they were to you while still trying to lie on them. So now you're obsessed. Because you're like, lying, you got to try to make your lies seem true. But at the same time, in the back of your head, you remember all of the good things. Because that's all they did to you, was support, love, be there for you. And now you don't have that. And you're looking for that while also trying to damage that person who gave it to you. So it's an obsession. It's like, what are you doing? You're contradicting what you're actually wanting. Because you really want what you're actually trying to go up against. It's a contradiction by itself. Makes no sense. I'm trying to kill you, but I want you? That's jealousy at its best. So guys, that was my video. I hope everybody can get something out of these messages. If you can't get nothing out of it, I'm sorry. If you can, thank you. Because I'm trying to help whoever I can help out here. But I'm pretty sure that there's something in there for you. I'm sure something resonates with most people out there. So, and if it doesn't, let it go. Let it fly. I'm here to help. Like always, I love all. I hope the chosen ones are still out here helping people just like me. If you guys have a message, and I'm not saying my message is in the right way, give somebody a message, guys. If you know you can better explain what needs to be explained to somebody to get them on track and get them going and moving in the right direction, go ahead. We are out here to work together. That's why when I see Chosen's on my page trying to fight or go up against each other, stop that stuff, man. We are not here to try to look better than the other. We are not here to try to one up the other, tell a person this and that, and try to use God to tell them this and that. No, to try to look like, oh, you know what you're talking about, or you know what you're talking about. No. But if we're actually out here and we felt like the need to tell somebody something and it could help them, do it. But stop going up against each other. That's what I want to say. I seen it in my comment section. I seen a couple people going at each other's throats. Let's cut that out. Let's stop that. We are here to do a job to help one another. If I'm wrong, correct me. If that other person's wrong, help them. But don't just, go up against each other for the sake of trying to beat each other. Stop that. We're trying to love each other. We're trying to elevate. And the only way to elevate is to be positive, not negative. Let's spew love, not negativity. Let's do the work. Let's do the shadow work. Once again, my Cash App will be in the description. You guys can go and donate to the channel, however much is on your heart. I'm thanking you guys for coming on the channel. Please, please, please like, comment, and subscribe. And please, guys, continue to do the shadow work. Clean up your life. Whatever you need to fix it. Whatever you need to drop off. That stuff can conquer you. If you allow negativity into your life, sooner or later, you will become a negative person. Trust me, it does not fail. The more you start procreating with the enemy, the more the enemy comes and fills your life with stuff that doesn't help you. So, look, guys, continue to do the work. Let's do the shadow work. Let's get to it. Chosen, you know what you need to do. Love you guys. So, once again, come watch the channels. Like, comment, and subscribe. It's your boy, Big 7, signing off.